Alright, welcome to this weekend market analysis. Well, the past 2 weeks have been extremely violent. Okay, even though we have been stuck around some pairs, believing that based on the technical picture, they will move in our direction. Well, I'm going to be looking into some of the Australian dollar pairs because those are the pairs that we have seen technical indications that they may move in our perceived directions. Before that, let's look into the Forex factory economical calendar for those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. Alright, now you are looking into the Forex factory economical calendar for this week, this upcoming trading week, and you can see that we have a lot of high impact and news announcements that have been lined up for this week. That means this week is going to be an active trading week. Again, the market has been very active, and in fact we like to always see that. So now let's begin our analysis. I will want to look into the euro against the American dollar first, although I don't have any much interest in this pair because I've not really seen what to trade here. Okay, but then let me just analyze. Now in the monthly time frame, we are seeing this historical area that has been holding price. In fact, that area now seems to be violated, and I'm just going to keep a shape there. Okay, let me keep a shape around that area. Okay, that area, I'm going to just keep it within the monthly time frame. Now you can see that price is already ticking just above that area. Okay, just above that area. But we are not still convinced because of the nature of the breakout. Let's look into the weekly time frame. In the weekly time frame, we are already having an established trend, so I'm just going to take it from the low. Right there is an established trend. I keep it within the weekly, daily, 4 hours. Of course, change my color to blue. Okay, so that is an established trend for the euro against the American dollar. You can see how price has been respecting that level. So price, of course, is to the upside in the weekly time frame. We will be more interested to see to search for short opportunities once price breaks this rising trend line. So in the weekly time frame, price right now is trading around a level of resistance right there. So I'm going to also maintain my level of resistance. Okay, right there on the weekly time frame. Okay, that was let me zoom in, swing up, sorry, first swing to the upside, up right there. Okay, retracement back up again to retest that level. Well, in the weekly time frame, I am not seeing any sign of a reversal. Okay, it's still very much active. The bulls are still very much active in the weekly time frame. Now in the daily time frame, let's see what's going on here. Daily time frame, we have let me see, an uptrend here. Keep that level as the outer trend line. Okay, now if you zoom in again, you will see last week candle closed just around the weekly level of resistance. Okay, what did we get? That's an outside bar. Okay, an outside bar. Now this is a valid outside bar, okay, for the daily time frame, but then it is happening around the weekly level of resistance. That is where I am not really liking it. Okay, I would have wanted to happen at a more closer level of resistance, and then this area here that has been holding price as support. Okay, if I take a short entry around here, well, I'll be actively trading around against that level that has been acting as support. Okay, not only that, again, you have this one here right there. So if I take a short entry again, I'll be actively trading around. So there are just too many roadblocks around this zone. At best, I want price to move away from here, to move away from here, come down, then from here on I'll be looking for short entries. All right, I am not really keen about this. What we may see is that maybe price can come down, then again begin to push to the upside, maybe something like that, but it's not still clear until we move heavily to the downside. So ordinarily I would have taken this trade, okay, but for these reasons, this one here, this one here, again, if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool from the low right here, oh sorry, Fibonacci retracement tool from that low to that high, you will see that the three key zone areas are also around this area. So there's just too many problematic zones around there, so I am not going to be going short right now. I'm just waiting. Now let's look at the euro against Australian dollar. This is the monthly time frame. In this pair, well, in the monthly time frame, I can only see that price is now trading around this level of resistance. Okay, remember, price has been to the upside, price has been bullish for some time, okay, and now even across other Australian dollar pairs, we are having the hint that Australian dollar may soon be gaining some strength. Now this is the level of resistance the price is currently trading around, okay, that level in the monthly time frame. And so for this reason, we do not encourage going long in this pair for now, okay, because price is trading sharply around that level of resistance. Then in the weekly time frame, we have a trend. I'm going to keep the trend, okay, to blue color, okay, just keep it there. Now in the weekly time frame, you can see the price is actually far away from the weekly level of support, which is that trend line. All right, you can see the distance right there. So I will be happy to look for short entries anywhere around here to the downside. Again, let's see, we have a counter trend line. There's a counter trend line I am seeing here, even if you take it from here. All right, in fact that is an area, but I'm just considering this one and zoom in. You will see that the counter trend line, having that bounce, this one here is coming around that monthly level of resistance. All right, so that is a confluence zone. It is an area that should be able to drive price to the downside. Now beyond that, let's zoom in more bigger to see. Look at this candle here. Look at that candle. That is where we are leveraging our decision to search for short opportunities. All right, this is a spinning top. It is a sign of exhaustion, it's a sign of reversal, and so we want to expect that this upcoming trading week we are going to be seeing price drop to the downside in the Australian dollar against the in the euro against the Australian dollar. Well, that may weaken the euro as well, so we may also have the euro against the American dollar go down. But I am liking the price action here better than what I have in the euro against the American dollar. Now in the daily time frame, well, some will say, well, you're not liking the trend line in the euro against the American dollar. How about that in the Australian dollar against in the euro against the Australian dollar? Well, the thing is that this trend line is always being tampered with. Okay, you can see, well, nice here, sorry, nice bounce there, nice bounce here. It was breached, all right, and sharply. I remember there was a news announcement here, just like what we saw in the sterling pounds against Australian dollar. Sharply it went back up, then came back down again, a little breach. Well, price is tired, all right, it's forcing itself. We are expecting price to return to the downside. For me, after this, just like we saw in the sterling pounds against Australian dollar, after this reversal here, all right, after this reversal, that news announcement was a push to take out a lot of stop losses around this area, all right, a lot of stop losses around this area. So we are anticipating that price may begin to come down. Okay, where we have seen that hint in the weekly time frame with this candle right Yeah, so let's see what this week is going to do. Well, remember, this is just our perceived direction based on this technical analysis. Anything could happen. We are prepared for the worst, but then our ultimate direction for the week is to the downside. Similarly, the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. This is the monthly time frame. You know the price, of course, has broken this trend line. In fact, I have been challenged that, hey, this pair is about to go absolutely bullish, but why are you looking for short entries? Well, I have explained that over and over. The first point here is that, well, this trend line has been broken. All right, nice breakout. Well, I was expecting to see some continuation formations to the upside, but I am not seeing that. Our price is still tending to as if it wants to push to the upside. Well, again, I am also seeing that just like the euro against the Australian dollar, we may be having some problematic levels around that area. And as a matter of fact, we should be expecting some pullbacks, all right? Some pullbacks, and so I will not be happy to go long at this time. Now, in the weekly time frame, just like I said, we should have this is a problematic zone. Let me change that to blue. Okay, that bounce, this one. This is a problematic zone that should act as resistance, and so we should expect price to bounce off that level. In fact, last week you saw the rejection of that level. Now let's see the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, remember we took a trade here where, let me just delete all of that, where we scored 50% of profit, and then the remaining 50% was hit at a break even. Remember we took that trade, okay? And if you were following, this was our trigger, okay? That was our hint, and then we made all the profit all the way here. Then that news announcement was released, and bang, price pushed to the upside. Since then, it has been a struggle, okay? That's the struggle there. And for me, all of these are to take out the multiple stop losses that have been placed around that area. And so for now, it is time to now see price begin to come to the downside. Sterling pounds against the Australian dollar, we are bearish. That is our directional bias, and we will keep searching for opportunities to go short in the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. In the forward time frame, let's see. Well, I was following this pair very strictly. I was following this pair so closely, believing that the directional bias is to the downside. Let me take out all of this. Okay, so I was following this last week very strictly, and then in fact I was having price, I was watching this key level. Let me see. I actually had in mind that price was yet to retest this key breakout point. Let me get precise with this level. Right, so I'm going to change that color to green. Okay. All right, now look at this. I had this level of support right there, double level of support. Fantastic, nice breakout. Nice breakout. In fact, I was watching to get that pullback. In fact, price went, and this was the trigger to the downside. That didn't happen. Suddenly, in fact, for all those who went short around that area, see what happened. Price suddenly bang to the upside. All right, taking out all stop losses. Then possibly now this is the actual move that is about to happen. From here on, I am expecting price to begin to push the downside in the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. Now, let me dig deeper. Let me go a bit to the shorter time frame. Now, in the 1 hour time frame, I was wondering why this push, why this massive push to the upside. Well, we know that in the 4 hours time frame, this reversal here, this pullback here didn't quite come all the way to retest this level, and so maybe the market movers were not comfortable with that, and so they drive price again once more to make sure that that level is retested before the actual move begins. Right now, I know many traders have been taken out, and of course they have lost their hopes of going short again, and then eventually we may begin to see that actual downside. In the 1 hour time frame, let me show you what is happening here. Well, we may have to, I critically look into this pair, and I found out some harmonic, all right, some harmonic price behavior with this high, this high, this high here, this low, and this low, because I was asking myself why the price bounce off this level. And so I am seeing what may look like connecting that low to that one, and then changing the color, and then coming back up. That confusion we saw on Friday, all right, that was actually the market confusion we saw on Friday last week. See, that's it. Yeah, an expanding triangle. So that was the market confusion, and so I am expecting that for this upcoming week, in the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar, just like we are expecting Australian dollar to have some strength, we should be seeing price pushing to the downside. Okay, that's my analysis. Thanks for watching. I will be very active this week in the market. Hopefully we will find some profitable trade. The last 2 weeks have not been very profitable because of the volatile nature of price, but this upcoming trading week, I can assure you that we will do better. I wish you a fantastic trading week. We'll talk again soon. Bye bye.